Hello YouTube friends, this is Cheyenne 5. I am showing you something. I'm in my family room, and that corner that you see right there, this is my husband's working corner. Well, I'm trying to make it his working corner. I have fixed it up with his stuff, his papers, and his important stuff. That table there in the corner, I kind of wanted it to be his desk. I wanted him to have a chair and sit there to work and be on his laptop, but he don't use it in that way. He always gets at the couch, on the coffee table, or back there on the bed in our bedroom. But at least his stuff is here. Now that long black table, I used to have it with my stuff on it. We've got the printer there, so the printer is the family's. Everybody uses it and all that. And don't mind the toys on the floor. This is where we keep the baby's toys, which they scatter them out in the living room too to play. But I just wanted to show you this corner, how I fixed the table up for him. And also, I've made something for him, for his important papers and his bills and business papers, stuff like that. So this is the table. This is going to be hard to do, having to hold the laptop, and I'm sorry that it's shaky and everything. Okay. That little red thing, that's the little mini laptop, my little mini that tore up. I can still get on it. Everything is sideways and it still don't work just right, but there's like a few things on there that I kind of want to save off and put on my new one. And I hadn't got around to doing that yet. That's why we hadn't gotten rid of it. But this right here is just a notepad that he writes important stuff on. It says Moselle Wholesale Hardware Industrial. That's that hardware place that he used to work in. And but that's that stays there. There's some books and stuff under here. And then there's a box of file folders, manila file folders there. This is a tray, and this has just got all of his important papers. I don't know nothing about these papers. I don't know what's good and what ain't good, and I bet most of them can be thrown away. But it's my husband that has to go through them. He don't want us to throw them away until he goes through them. But he won't never go through them until he's looking for something and he starts fussing about it and claiming we don't keep his stuff, or that we throw. My thing ain't closing. And all this kind of stuff. But anyway, that's another story. Okay, then I have that little container over there to put the pencils and markers and stuff like that in. Okay, now this right here is what I made for his. This is important papers or business papers. This is bills, and all of these in that bag is tickets, and receipts and stuff, like for taxes and stuff. So I'm going to show you how I made that. I'm going to set my laptop down on the table facing that and then try to show you. So let's see how we can do this. Okay, sitting down on the table, you're facing it. Let's tilt you down. So it's three things here. Okay, I'm going to turn it sideways. See what it looks like there? And it's sloppy. I mean, it's not, I didn't really want it to be pretty because it was for him. He's a man. He's not, frilly, flower, lace, embellishment type person. And so I throwed it together and throwed it on there. So if you don't know what this is, you're fixing to find out, because as you can see, I didn't even make sure the whole back was covered up. I'm not worried about it. So as you can see, it started out being three boxes, different boxes of cereal. Okay? So what I done is I tore off the tops of each box, that closes, those flaps. I tore them off. Then I cut the top part out, leaving a little bit on both sides and the back of all three boxes. Then this bottom box, I left it its size. This box I cut down a little bit shorter, so it'd be a little bit shorter than this one. This box I cut down a little bit more shorter, so it'd be a little bit more shorter than this one. as you can see there. Okay. Alright, then I glued each box. I glued this box on this box and this box on this box to make it one piece. Okay, then I took 2 of the brown lunch sacks that kids take their lunches to school in, or they used to back in the day. They probably don't no more, except for poor people, because they probably be embarrassed. They got to have a fine, fancy lunch box, probably, or something. So, anyways, I took 2 of the brown sacks and I cut them open, and there was a few pieces left over, but it almost took the full 2 sacks. And I just glued it on there. I glued to make sure I covered the whole side. I covered the top. I covered these little parts. And as you can see, it's sloppy. It's not all glued down. There's cuts, there's tears, there's little, it's kind of narrow and you see places on it. I wasn't really worrying about that so much. I wasn't, trying, as you can see, that's there like that. I just basically wanted to just kind of get the most of it covered and have them all together as one piece so he would have something to put all of his stuff in. So I glued one on this side. And then as you can see, we overlapped. And as you can see right there, I didn't get it folded all the way to flatten down to glue down. So that's kind of like that. And then, of course, I didn't even, the way it came out and the way I cut it and the way I glued it on and folded it, it didn't cover that up. And I'm not worried about it because that's the back side. And I'm not worried about the bottom part either, as you can see, because that's just going to sit down on the table right there. And that's going to hold his important papers. I'm thinking that he may end up needing at least one more. If so, I'll make him one more and do my best to cover it in brown paper and glue it to these somehow. It don't need to be no smaller, no shorter, but I don't know if we would have a cereal box that's longer than that one. So I don't know. We just have to see on that part. I may have to cut the side of it out. Let the front and the side be cut out. Okay, glue it under here, and it would have the front and the side. That way he can put them under, but he's got this part, and he can kind of help go in there, and he can see better, reach in there better to get them or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's what I made my husband, and that's what I wanted to show y'all. So, there you go. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all leave your comments and tell me what you think about it. And toodaloo until next time.